That night, the bells kept ringing. The bells rang and rang. And death sat on our doorsteps. And death sat on our windowsills. And slowly, patiently, death wove her trap. No one escaped that trap.
No one.
Who would have thought back then? There must have been a sign, but no one saw it. We were blind, heedless, confident, as if the world belonged to us, as if the land belonged to us, and no one guessed what was coming.
They told us the soldiers were coming.
My father said we shouldn't worry.
The priest said a prayer. We kissed the Holy Cross. He blessed us.
Old and young, we prayed in silence.
Mother's money in our underwear.
My little sister cried. I sang her a song. She fell asleep in my arms.
We heard them coming.
There were so many of them marching outside that the walls of the house shook from the ground.
The door burst open. They are inside.
They dragged my father out of the house. They tied his arms behind his back.
They round up all the strong men of our village and tie their arms behind their backs. We never see them again.
They say we are being relocated.
Did not know that word. Relocated.
They tell us to move forward.
Forward. Always forward.
I managed to hide a silver spoon in my pocket.
We start walking down the road.
The old walk in front.
Women carry the children.
Old people begin trailing behind.
When the sun finally rises, I can see a long line of people stretched all the way to the sky.
Forward.
Always forward. A young boy breaks from the crowd. They shoot him in the back. We can see his white shirt on the dry land, like a flowering bush.
I see an old woman and an old man sit side by side together under the shadow of a tree. The soldiers shoot them both. We bury them in a hurry.
Soldiers take a young woman behind the bushes. They laugh, she screams. She never comes out.
The baby in a young woman's arms cries for milk.
Our feet bleed.
There's no wind, no breath of fresh air.
Dust sits on our hands and lips.
Dust dries our thoughts.
The baby keeps crying for milk.
When we pass by villages, people shut their windows. Others throw rocks at us.
The baby in the young woman's arms stops crying. She keeps carrying him.
Hungry.
Always hungry.
I search for food.
Among crumbs.
Among garbage.
With sticks. I dig through cow's dung.
I don't ask much.
We can't eat much.
Our teeth have forgotten how to chew.
Taste of things.
Sweetness of things.
The sky is dark with tears.
The road is silent with shame.
The road never stops.
The walk never ends.
Forward.
Always forward.
The man beside me trips and falls.
One after another, they keep falling to the ground.
I'm 12.
Remember
Angora, the city of the merry fountains.
20,000 dead in Angora.
And Azizia, where poppies grew wild.
50,000 dead in Azizia.
Mostly women, a lot of children.
And Adana, close to the sea.
50,000 dead in Adana.
All men, all young, all executed.
And Birajik, by the majestic Euphrates.
80,000 dead.
All drowned in the river.
And Zaytun with its golden churches.
100,000 dead.
Dead from the cholera.
And Sivas, the city of our glorious past.
150,000 dead in Sivas.
And the city burned to ashes.
They had promised to relocate us.
They did keep their promise.
They took us in the camps.
It happened in the camps. The camps in Khatma.
Khatma.
Thousands. Herded together.
Herded. We had no room.
No room to move.
Like animals.
We stink.
To approach us.
The soldiers stuck orange peels in their nostrils.
That was before.
Before he came.
When he came, his name was Rashid.
The new officer in charge.
Rashid!
Shh, not so loud. No one said his name so loud.
Gee.
Yes.
Rashid, it was his eyes. Curious little eyes.
Seeing everything.
Knowing everything.
He comes
He smiles.
all the time.
Always.
He comes to put order in the camp.
Order in the camp.
Order in the camp.
Order in the camp.
Rashid,
Quite rapidly.
Quiet.
put order in the camp.
When the camp came to order.
We still lived.
Like filthy animals.
But now,
We had more room.
much more room.
After the camps, they marched towards the desert.
The sun is scalding hot.
The earth cracks and crumbles.
Thirsty.
Always thirsty. A drop of water, brother, not for me, for my child. Don't let him die thirsty.
We stopped burying the dead.
They are too many.
We stop crying for the dead.
They are too many.
When my little sister falls to the ground, I don't stop for her.
Forward.
As soon as they fall to the ground, vultures start pecking at them. Sometimes they're still alive.
When I look behind me, I can see white patches strewn along the road.
When our feet can't carry us anymore, we crawl on our hands and knees.
Forward.
Always forward.
We can't stop walking.
One of us has to stay alive.
We keep moving.
One of us has to speak the truth.
So people will know.
So people will never forget.